2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Here we are at the Genesis Invitational, one of the top events each year on the schedule. Today's coverage is about to start. Pleased you could join us for this first round action. We're in Pacific Palisades, California at that famed Riviera Country Club. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam, and this is one of the architectural gems in the game of golf. Designed by George C. Thomas back in 1926 and still a masterpiece to this day.
I think if you take a poll of all the PGA Tour players, especially the ones that are here this week, they are going to say Riviera is their favorite golf course on tour. And not just by a little bit, I'm talking by a long shot. I know it is for me. I absolutely loved when I got here. Couldn't wait to get inside the building, the locker room, and go down and see all the past champions photos. And actually, I go by and see the Hogan statue every single year. I mean, this is Hogan's Alley. This is where he was just so dominant. And it's one of those courses where it is a ball striker's paradise, as Mr. Hogan would have loved. Easy opening tee shot at the first, easy hole around the first, but once you turn and come back up number two, you better know what you're doing with the golf ball, because if you don't, we're going to find out real quick. Favorite hole on the golf course got to be, by a long shot, number 14. Why? Because I made a hole-in-one and got me a car there. Happy days all around. I've got some great memories around this golf course, but that is the biggest one by far. But I tell you, Luke, I am the happiest I've ever been when I get on site. But when they make us leave on Sunday, I'm going to shed a tear. I'm sad.
I know, I can't wait. Let's get back down to the coverage. Yeah, not a bad shot, that one. Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
They've just got to focus on hitting the back of the cup, guys. This is up the hill, bit of extra juice needed.
Come on, ball, don't deny him.
That's outstanding, what a putt.
Nothing like setting the tone early for the rest of the day with that opening eagle. What a start.
That shot's so good, we need to have another look.
I need to see this again because I still can't believe they hold that.
Currently 2 under for the event. We know that Riviera starts with a 5-4, but it may as well be a 4-5 because the par 4 second is tougher than the par 5 first.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right, back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
Chosen the pitching wedge here.
This one looks to be on a pretty good line.
That goes down for an eagle. And that will move him up the leaderboard as well. Well, that's certainly worth another look. Let's have a walk down memory lane.
Yeah, they were looking at an up and down, but just down.
Currently 4 under for the event.
Always like to see your name moving up the leaderboard. Never a bad thing.
Pacific Palisades in California, the site of Riviera, the 3rd hole, par 4. Elevated tee shot.
And a fairly generous fairway, a little bit more room out to the left than what players can see off the tee shot. Second shot is going to be downhill to a green that basically chases away from the player, going from the front portion of it all the way to the back. Difficult to get your second shot close here.
Yeah, this is a quality looking shot, this one. That should find the short stuff. Johnny Mack, what's the news?
Hey guys, we're checking in with Will Zalatoris as he gets set for his next shot here on the 12th.
That's the way to draw up a nice shot.
Got great connection here. Yeah, this is looking good.
Oh, yeah, a thing of beauty.
Out of the rough, out of position, never mind. That is not a bother. Knocks it in. Thank you very much. This one's got eyes for the flagstick.
What a quality shot that was.
Pretty much guarantees a birdie for this player.
Just a short putt remaining here. Currently at -5 now for the event. So many wonderful holes at the George Thomas designed Riviera Country Club. This par 3 fourth has to be one of them.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
John, give us a small update.
Hey guys, we are checking in with Brooke Henderson as she gets set here for her next shot on the 16th.
Let's get back to it, shall we? This putt is about 10 feet from the hole.
All right, guys. This for 2 birdies in a row.
Looking really good, this one. That's inside the range, and that will take him to 6 under. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Rich, the PGA Tour is basically a power game these days, although the 5th here at Riviera forces players just to hold off the tee.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
Well, this one's right at the pin. Terrific approach and a chance for a birdie here on the 5th. Just 10 feet to the cup here. And that will drop in for birdie. And that will take him to 7 under. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. The 6th hole at Riviera is one of the most famous par 3s on the West Coast, Rich. An absolute beauty.
It looks like a giant green donut with the bunker right in the center of the green, doesn't it? I love this hole.
This one looks to be heading towards the green. Yep, that one's on the dance floor. You can 2-putt that for sure. Let's catch up with Willie Z. He's always a flusher. Lining up for his 3rd now.
Great pace on that one.
And back to the course with the live action. This putt, a chance to move inside the top 20 on the leaderboard.
surely it's going to.
You can mark it down. That's birdie number 4 today. And that will take him to 8 under. Our current leader is enjoying a 2-stroke lead. Let's head to the par 4 7th at the Riv. Again, it's a par 4 that requires placement of the tee.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it, but again, you push it a little bit and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
I tell you what, there's been some great golf being played all over the course. Let's have a look at this. Bit of Bubba brilliance coming up here. Great putt. Now that's a poor lie. Will he be able to get out of here?
They got to use all the bounce and strength that they can muster. This is sitting down.
Well, that's a handy shot. And a chance to reach 9 under for the championship with this putt. This one's online. And that's a good make in the end. Certainly helped them fight back from a difficult position.
In the bunker with their tee shot. Nice save indeed.
Now at -9 for the day.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
The par 4 8th at Riviera is a choose your own adventure. Which fairway do you like to take?
I think most players are going to try and go down the left-hand side, as it seems to be the easier of the two these days. However, where they stick that flag stick, well, that's a different question. If they stick it up front right, the left-hand side of the fairway, that's not the easiest approach. So better be mindful of where that flag stick is in order to pick which side of the fairway you want to drive it down.
Oh, absolutely flushed. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
Well, by my estimation, they're looking at 110 here.
Well played, mate. This putt to get to double digits under the card.
Little birdie look in here.
Be the ball, Danny. No. And that putt will give them birdie number 6 on the day. Trailing by 5 shots after that hole. The final hole on the outward half is a par 4 playing back up towards the clubhouse, Rich. That's a good par 4.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
Around 110 yards to go. 5 shots off the pace. Opting for the 9-iron. This one looks to be on a pretty good line.
The wind was howling, but that didn't matter.
A spot in the top 10 awaits if they can make this putt. Hang on, this looks pretty handy. And our intrepid on-course reporter, John, standing by.
Hey guys, we're checking in with Will Zalatoris as he gets set for his next shot here on the 18th.
Getting ready to play their third. Oh, that one just missed the hole. So after that effort, this is what the leaderboard looks like. One of the most often discussed holes in all of golf is the par 4 10th here at Riviera Ridge. There's so much strategy.
It's either driver or 3-wood for every player in this field, but you better be good with distance because this green is very narrow.
Well, they've found the bunker, but a chance to maybe save from there. What a shot from there. Take your hat off to them. And this putt to move into the top 5 on the leaderboard. Sitting at 12 under par for the event. The par 5 11th, one of the better scoring holes on the course. Players are thinking 4 when they stand on this tee.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
This is very well done from long range.
That's a piece of Bubba brilliance. Okay, time to return to the action. Time for the second shot at the 11th. Oh, that was pure. Here's a good chance to move to 14 under with this putt.
Their short game today has been absolutely sublime fun to watch.
Oh, this looks pure. Didn't quite have the right stuff there. Come on, let's make this putt. It's for a share of 4th on the leaderboard. Yeah, well hold. Let's move on to the next. Sitting at -13 for the tournament.
And after that good play, moving up the leaderboard.
When you stand on the 12th tee, Rich, you're thinking to yourself, oh, a couple of strong back-to-back par 4s, and it starts right here.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevents you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
Looks like they put a good swing on that one. That should find the short stuff. Well, we're hearing some excitement elsewhere on the course. Let's take a look at this from just a couple of moments ago.
Holing this one out.
that's a sensational moment. Mark that down as a highlight today. Let's return to live play now. Playing from around 150 yards here. He's 2 shots back. Oh, what a shot. You'll take that. And hitting yet another green here in regulation.
Another green in regulation. This is an absolute clinic.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down. Well played. Sitting at -14 now for the round. Rich, the 13th hole. Slightly different look off the tee.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left. Requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
Oh, you've made it. What a play. Okay, let's get back to the action. Just off the fairway in the first cut. And choosing the 8-iron here.
Wow, did this come out beautifully? Got the muscles out there. Great shot from the lie.
Trying to get to 15 under now with this opportunity.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Ooh, right by the hole. Yeah, that looked to be a bit of a misread. Trailing by a stroke after that hole. The 14th, Rich, I know it's dear to your heart, the par 3. You made an ace there in tournament history, won a car. How do you tell the players to play it?
Hit a 7-iron, a high little draw 7-iron, and 2 hop it right in the hole, Luke. That's what I suggest. That makes it easy.
Going with the 8-iron here. This one heading towards the green. That's a wonderful shot here at the 14th and sets up a chance for birdie. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? This is a par putt. Job done. Let's head to the next. Sitting at -14 now for the event. The 15th, Rich, a very good par 4. Although, if you're Victor Hovland, maybe the fairway's not in your line of sight.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dog leg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
Well, take notes, folks. That's how you do it. And this putt to move to 15 under par.
This one's tracking.
He's got a par putt here. Let's see if he can make it. Managing to maintain their position on the leaderboard after that effort. The 16th at Riviera Ridge is the last chance to get amongst the birdies on a par 3.
A breathtaking short par 3, 166, an island green surrounded by bunkers.
Going with the pitching wedge here.
Really controlled the flight there nicely with that wind.
Always love these opportunities, especially when it's for birdie. Tracking. Oh, that's a ripper. Well, that's certainly a step in the right direction. Keep it going. The last genuine scoring hole at Riviera is certainly this par 5 17th.
Any hopes of getting it home in 2, you better come up with something special off the tee and make sure to avoid the bunker on the right-hand side.
That should find the cut stuff.
This one is heading to a really not so good space.
This lie's not great.
No, this is like hitting it into a head of cabbage. I mean, it literally is just awful.
Trying to get to 16 under with this putt.
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
The putt drops, and that's back-to-back birdies.
2 in a row there, Luke, getting their groove on.
And that makes him tied for first. One of the most famous finishing holes on the PGA Tour, Rich. This 18th at Riviera is a classic.
Aim for the palm trees in the distance, which are located just on the left-hand side of the green. A good tee shot there will set up an awesome looking second.
And Henny, what's he looking at here?
Setting up here from about 165 yards. All right, going with a little bit more club. Let's see.
Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. This is an opportunity now to move to 17 under par.
Rolling end to end, this looking nice.
Gets that one to go down, and that'll end the